All right, so my name is Carter, and this is my CSE335 final project presentation. So my project idea was a bill tracking app, and it allows the user to track either upcoming or past payments that they either have to make or have already made. And with that, allows the functionality to upload the picture of a receipt and use a date picker to pick the date that the payment was either made on or the date of the upcoming payment. It utilizes Firebase to store the data permanently and has additional functionality such as an ATM finder, which uses the user's current location, and a stock quote pricer, which uses a stock quote API. This is my class diagram, and as you can see, I have 3 view controllers: the main view controller, map view controller, and detail view controller. With that comes 2 models. So one model is a stock model, which is loaded from the stock API, and a payment model, which is contained in this payments class, which holds an array of payment type, has a private DB variable for the Firestore, and all of these methods to get, add, and remove objects. In the detail view controller, it displays the item, the image type, amount, and date. And also in this map view controller, you can see the map, search request, private variables, and location manager, current location, ATM, and stock functions. This is my MVC diagram, and in the view, I have listed things such as reacts to user interaction, displays list of payments, displays map of nearby ATMs, and other things that pertain to the view. The controller uses Firebase to add, edit, and delete payments, calls stock API, retrieves payment information, fetches nearby ATMs, sends information to Firebase for storage, and handles retrieving Firebase data. In the model, I have the model such as the payment and stock models. Also, for Firebase, it utilizes the data storage for payment information and image. It notifies the controller of data changes, provides updates, deletes, and saves through Firebase, and provides data storage and information. Some capabilities of this app are, so this capability that I'm describing is the add functionality. So here, when you click this plus button, it'll first prompt you to upload a receipt, which you can do either through gallery or take a picture using your camera. In this case, I picked a stock picture that was in the simulator gallery. I went ahead and added food and 100. So this would be the payment type and the amount. Once you hit OK, it will pull up this date picker where you can select the date that either you made the payment on or that the payment is due. And upon hitting OK, you can see that food has been added to the table view. So this is the detailed view. So if I were to click on, food here, this is the view that it would pull up. So it has the payment type, the price, the date, and the image that I uploaded. So this was from the camera roll, but obviously if you're using your real phone, you could upload an image of a receipt. And this is a screenshot of my Firebase page that shows that food has been added into the database. This shows the delete functionality. So in the table view, if you swipe left on any cell, you can have the option to delete it. And so I went ahead and deleted electricity, and you can see in Firebase that electricity has been deleted. This is the ATMs near you page. So if I back it up a little bit and you see this find ATM button / get stock quote, it'll bring you to this view controller where it takes the user's current location and maps all the nearest ATMs to the user's current location. So in my simulator, I believe I had it set to New York City. So right here is where the simulator's current location is, and you can see all the ATMs around it. Additionally, the stock quote pricer uses stock API, so you can go ahead and add any ticker you want. So I entered Apple for the demo, press go, and it will load the current, open, high, and low prices for Apple. A few limitations of this app is that I did not implement the edit functionality. So if you add, say you add a payment and want to edit it, you cannot do that. You would have to delete it completely and then add it again. So that's one main limitation that I identified. Also, the map does not allow the user to search. So say the user wanted to find something other than an ATM for whatever reason, they would not be able to do that. And also something that I would like to add in the future to this, if I were to keep working on it, were to add push notifications for future payments. So say I had a payment due tomorrow, and on that day, I would like to send the user a push notification and say, this bill, say it's water bill is due today. So that would be a functionality that I would like to add in the future. Some lessons I learned through this project and through the class overall is, first off, that Firebase is a very handy database system that I had not been exposed to before. And I believe I will definitely try to use in the future, just because of how easy it is to use and how user-friendly it is. I would also like to say that a well-designed project is easier to implement. And what I mean by that is, instead of just having an idea in your head and starting to work on this immediately and start coding, it's better to draw maybe a class diagram, a UI walkthrough, and whatever we did in phase one, I think definitely helped me during implementation. I would also like to say a good idea can go a long way. And what I mean by that is it doesn't have to be a complex technical app to be successful. I think if you have a good idea, you can make something relatively easy to use and easy to implement that, if a lot of people will use it, can be very successful. I'd also like to say individual projects are very fun. Usually I've seen in projects like this, they would be group projects, and I think being able to design, implement, and test this project all by myself and have a final product is it was a fun process, and it was also very rewarding at the end. And I'd also like to say, this kind of goes along with my second bullet point, but the software development lifecycle is very important. So what I mean by that is, every step along the way is equally as important. That goes for design, implementation, testing, and everything. A few suggestions I have for improvement for the class and the project. I would say possibly allow for more creativity in labs. And so what I mean by that is, maybe instead of requiring a city table view, maybe allow the students to use their imagination and come up with, any object that maybe would be more applicable to their own life, or maybe something that they want to build. Also, I think something that could be useful for many students is maybe to show how to upload apps to the App Store. So I know this final project, a lot of people may have already had an idea in their mind and would like to either keep building this idea or upload their project straight to the App Store. So I think that would be a useful maybe unit to teach. And overall, I would just like to say this was a great class with many real world applications. A lot of other classes I've taken have I've seen not that many real world applications compared to this class. So that's something I really liked about it. And that's it. Thank you.